So tell us a little bit about the company, what it is, what you guys do, and then I'll have some specific questions. And by the way, I am definitely going to use the product, and in fact, I'm going to do an article on it with screenshots. So it may make for some people or viewers watching it now or during the replay easier. So with all that said, Marion, introduce yourself and tell us about Wallet.
So, hi everyone. My name is Mary
Hello.
Sanz, and I'm the Director of Operations for Ualett. Wallet is a cash advance app for independent contractors, writers, and gig workers in general. The reason why we were created 5 years ago was because we saw the need on the writer market, which, as you guys constantly said, is a market that other people try to constantly take advantage of. Like, how many taxes can we keep adding on top of taxes? So Wallet is here to make the life of the writers and the gig workers even easier. So you just need to apply for a deal or a catch advance whenever you had any inconvenience in regards of your work. So if you need to pay for a toll, if you need money for gas, change the tires of your vehicle, maintenance, or any other minor repair, we are here to help you.
Great. So, as probably I have 8 or 9 apps on my phone that I use as a gig worker, right? And obviously, this, let's make the distinction that this is not just for rideshare. This is any gig worker, any gig work, DoorDash or whatever. As long as you're involved in gig work and you have, funds coming into your account as instant pay or a weekly pay model, it's good to go. Now, is this only for the gig worker, Marion, or is it also for other independent contractors?
This is for independent contractors in general. So anyone that has a 1099 can apply for Wallet. So it doesn't matter if you're on your own business as a DBA, if you're a writer, if you're a delivery, you can apply with us.
Great. So now the link for the company obviously is in our show notes, and it's going to be there. Chris is working on the banner. He's going to get the right banner up in a second.
There
And
you go.
this is the code that you guys need to use. But before we get into the nitty gritty parts of it, now, how many states is this in? I have like general questions as any gig worker would do or audience would do. Here's the deal. So, is it nationwide? What kind of
Yes, it is.
process is it? How easy it is? Talk a little bit about that, Marion.
So we are a nationwide product. So we cover most of the United States. We just have a flat fee. We do not have any interrate or any hidden fees as other companies. And the process is pretty easy. You just need to download the app, get an invitation to create a profile. You verify your email address, verify your identity. So if it's just through an ID, you don't need to have your social security number or anything included into the app. You add the bank account that you want to be used for us to review your profile and in which you want to get the funds and get the funds deducted. And that's it. You go through a evaluation process and you get qualified for a deal.
Right. I read a bunch of raving reviews, by the way. People can Google this on the internet, and uh, recent reviews too, like within the last couple, 3 days. Everybody seems to say that it's very easy within 24 hours. And now, does this go through a credit check, or there's no credit check, right?
No, there is no
No.
credit. We don't
Okay.
we don't take credit into consideration.
Right. So they're not getting a hit by getting a credit check as far as their credit score is concerned as well. So to get started, obviously we have to download the app, right? Easy thing to do. It's both on Android and iOS, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, that is correct. You just need to
Okay,
type
great.
in wallet
Right.
and
And
be
so,
able to,
so to besides this, Marion, like this is like an easy product to use, and I don't know any gig worker, seriously, that once in a while, once a year, once every couple of years, runs into a pickle. I mean, look, they get sick, they cannot work. Maybe the question for me is, okay, let's say I had worked for 2 months and then last 2 weeks I did not work. So how does Wallet figure out, what is there a time limit that I have to show as far as, how long I've been working the gig apps, or how does that process go?
so to make it simple for writers and gig workers in general, we just take into consideration the previous 90 days or 3 months. So if you have incomes during that time frame as a writer, as a delivery, as a gig worker, you will go through the evaluation process and we will be able to validate like how many incomes have you been getting.
Right.
Because this is what we internally call the driver's paradox. At this point, the gig paradox. If you get sick, you cannot work. If you cannot work, you cannot generate funds. If you cannot generate funds, then you will not be able to reinvest in your business. Same
Exactly.
happen when your car break down or your bicycle. If you don't work, you cannot repay. So that's the problem that we come here to fix. So we fix the paradox
Right.
for
So you're basically, filling up a hole that they may have as far as funds are concerned, or just like you
exactly.
said, they may have worked, out of the 3 months, two of it, and then something happened, they had a family emergency, whatever, they need some funds to catch up on payments or bills. I think this is perfect for that. So, a lot of people are going to ask me later on, I'm sure, because I get 1,000 emails a week, but um, everything is great when apps exist, right? Because these days we'll push a button, car shows up, we'll push a button, food shows up, we'll push a button, the money is going to show up in their bank accounts. But most people's complaint is support or being able to speak to a human, right? Is there such a thing with Wallet?
Yes, we do. We have two different line of businesses. I mean, three different line of businesses to help our clients. One is our virtual assistants. So, just for the more tech guys that do not want to talk to a person, they just want a straight answer. Then we have our inbound department. So you can talk to a real human being over the phone. And we also have the app, the chat, which is implemented in our app and also on our website. So if you are on the go and you do not have the time to wait online and talk to someone, you can just chat with us and wait for the reply and then go in on the back and forward on your own time.
Great. Is obviously, look, there's a cost of doing this. Is there a fee up front, and then later on there may be interest charges, obviously, but is there a fee that's involved to get going?
Yes, we do have a flat fee, which anyone that apply for the app will be able to see upfront. So before you take the deal, once you're approved, you will be able to see how much that flat fee will be, the amount that you have been approved, and then the breakdown of your weekly payments, which will include already the flat fee on it. So there's no additional hidden fees in the future. So it's
Okay.
not like you will see the amount increment or decrease for that particular cash advance.
So does Wallet decide how fast I have to pay this, let's say, cash advance back, or does the consumer decide how fast they want to pay back?
The consumer will decide. We will give you like a set of options. Depending on the amount, it could go anywhere between 6 and 12 weeks. And then you will be able to select in which amount of time you want to repay.
So once you get the approval for whatever amount you have, you select, however long you want to take to pay this back, right? And then, I mean, actually somebody put it in the chat. It says 4.8 rating on Trustpilot. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
That is
And
correct.
please go read the reviews. I mean, look, I did it, and I think, most of the time I don't buy these reviews, but when it comes to money, you got to listen, and because we're talking about money, we're not talking about food here, right? So, I have a couple of other quick questions for you, and then we'll go to Nofi, and then let's see what she's doing at Wallet and how her experience has been. Um, is there a tax deductibility issue with this? Like, can I deduct the interest off my taxes, or how does that part work?
No, as we do not verify credit, there's no tax deductibility out of it.
Okay. And lastly, I know that if you use the wallet app once and then get a cash advance, right? The second time around, when you do need it again, I think the process works faster. Is that correct?
Yes, because now that you have the app and you have your profile completed, as soon as you pay your current cash advance, you will be able to be reevaluated for a second one. So it could be either the same amount or higher, depending on how your incomes are fluctuating during those 3 months.
Right. And then let's just mention, before we go to Novi, the minimums and maximums again. I think it was 350 minimum, right?
It goes from 300 to
Okay.
$2,000 for gig workers. If you're a trucker, then it can go up to $3,000.
Okay. So the max for a trucker is 3,000. What if you have a business that's through 1099? Let's say you're bringing in $100,000 a year. Does it make a difference? Because I don't think you don't check income, so I don't think it makes a difference, right?
No, it will not.
Okay. With that said, if you want to add something, we'll before we say our goodbyes, I'll come up with a couple other questions. I'm sure our chat will. Is there anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, like the wallet app is trouble-free, is fast, and if you apply like today, you will be getting the funds within 24 hours or less. And if you belong to our program, like a loyalty program, so you're a repetitive client, you will be able to qualify to get the funds right away. So within 10 to 15 minutes after you get approval. So it's really fast. If something happened to you like right now, and it's your second, your third deal, and you need the funds right away, you will be able to have it in your account.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what I can think of right off the top of my head is that, let's say something happens to your car, it goes to the shop, you need to rent from Hertz, let's say a Tesla to do Uber. You don't have the funds. Well, do this, get the funds, and then go get your car, and then you'll be right back on the street. So there are many ways of using this.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.